Hey y'all. Um, so I just want to share what I feel impressed in my spirit to share today. Earlier today, while reading Jeremiah 1:5, which reads, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." And while reading that, I kind of meditated on the purpose. What was God's purpose in telling prophet Jeremiah that he knew him? It was important for God to tell Jeremiah this because he wanted him to know he wasn't coincidentally in the world. He wasn't coincidentally a prophet, that nothing about his life was a coincidence. Before he was formed in his mother's womb, God already knew him, he ordained him, and he set him aside. He set him apart. He set him apart. And aside, what the interesting thing about that, I've meditated on Jeremiah 1:5 for a few days, for the past 3 or 4 days. But this morning, there was as I was driving, Jesus reminded me, the Holy Spirit reminded me that on the day of judgment, to some people, Jesus is going to say, "Depart from me, I never knew you. Depart from me, you evildoers, you doers of iniquity. I never knew you." Now we know that Jesus knows all. He knows everything. So it's not an intellectual knowing. He knows everything. Nothing gets past him. But what Jesus is saying, we didn't have a relationship. I never knew you. So on one hand, the Father, the creator of all things, God, knew us before he placed us in our mother's wombs, had a perfect plan for our lives, perfect plan, perfect will for our lives. Yet the Son can one day say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." What a shame it would be for God to have known us, but for Jesus to not know us. To not know us. Make sure Jesus knows you. Make sure he knows you.